This is a Global Player original podcast.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Hey, I'm lesbian.
I thought you were American.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
So I'm sitting there, barbecue sauce on my titties.
I do that.
Avocado! Officer, I got one question for you. What are those?
This is the strange story of the life and death of Vine, an app that changed the world in 6 seconds.
Vine is up in the echelon of perfect technological moments, and it's really been downhill from there for short-form video after it went away.
Our investors complain to us to this day that we sold too early, should have said no to Twitter and grown it.
And it became really obvious as soon as I joined that Vine was essentially the redheaded stepchild of Twitter.
It was us against them, but also us begging them to help us. We were waging a war against the Empire, but we were also asking the Empire to release our paycheck.
My name is Benedict Townsend. I'm the host of Scroll Deep, a pretty popular internet comedy and commentary show. I've been chronically online since 2005, but for me, no app has come close to the lightning in a bottle that was Vine, and many have tried. To this day, TikTokers try to reproduce videos that they believe emanate that rare, elusive quality known only as Vine energy. In 2015, the app had over 200 million active users. 2 years later, it was dead. Vine left behind a legacy as puzzling as it is profound, and a decade later, we still don't really know who pulled the trigger. Along with my producer Mary, I tracked down an elusive founder, tech journalists, popular creators, rivals, and perhaps most importantly, former Twitter staffers who were in the room when Vine drew its very last breath. But first, let me take you back to the very beginning.
You've got mail.
That's what the internet sounded like back in 2005. It was a simpler time on the World Wide Web. Network speeds were slower. No one had heard of an iPhone. We wrote blog posts, not tweets, and social media was still in its MySpace adolescence.
One way to increase your net worth is to use the internet for all it's worth. Everywhere you look, computer-savvy people are doing just that. Many of them astonishingly young.
21-year-old Mark Zuckerberg turned his little web experiment into a very big business. It's called thefacebook.com.
The founder of YouTube had just uploaded its first ever video. 19 seconds of his friend in front of San Diego Zoo's elephant enclosure entitled Me at the Zoo.
All right, so here we are in front of the elephants. The cool thing about these guys is that they have really, really, really long trunks.
Fast forward a decade, it's 2015. The internet was moving at warp speed, and at the heart of it all was a tiny, looping app called Vine.
Officer, I got one question for you. I said whoever got that paper.
I thought you were American. Hi.
Okay. It started with an idea so simple it was revolutionary.
There was this one particular problem that we were interested in solving. It was how do we help people make a video on their phones easier and more enjoyable?
Before it had even made it onto the App Store, Twitter bought Vine for millions and launched it 3 months later.
Now, it's just 6 seconds of video, but it's become big business over the last 12 months.
6 seconds. That's all it took to change the way the world tells stories. And for a while, it worked.
Vine is the latest tech craze.
Hi, I'm Jake Paul. I'm 17 years old, and I make funny videos online.
Before you know it, using Vine might be as routine as reaching for your pot of coffee in the morning.
But tech startups can plummet as quickly as they soar. And in the life of Vine, both success and failure came with startling speed.
Twitter is officially killing off Vine.
Twitter is shutting down Vine.
Twitter is pulling the plug on its Vine app.
Gone forever.
Updated list with more.
TikTok is set to be banned.
TikTok's back online.
Listen and we don't judge.
It's 2025, and we are living in the content multiverse. Trends have a lifespan of days, if not hours. Nowness is the beat. But it was Vine that set that pace, starting an avalanche of content that would eventually bury it. So, who killed Vine? If it's not already obvious, I'm a diehard Vine fan, and like many devotees, I've long been baffled by how something so popular, so foundational, so universally beloved, one, never even turned a profit, and two, folded entirely before its third birthday. For years, I've been uncovering the real story of what happened at Vine. What went on inside Twitter HQ? Did creators really hold the app for ransom? The very same app that had made them rich and famous in the first place? And why, for the love of Vine, is Elon Musk putting out polls on X with the three-word question, "Bring back Vine," all these years later? This is the story of the brief, sweet life of Vine. Join me, my dudes. This is where it gets interesting.